Counter story. This is my counter story. My counter story.
It's real in the field, and they know that our passion is real. Given the circumstances, I gotta give me a meal. The people are watching, my back is the target. No matter the struggle, I know where I'm walking.
It's real in the field. It's real in the field. It's real in the field. They tell you to do what you feel. People in society, my people are crying. I'm being the system. I'm no longer dying. The odds in my favor. This moment I savor. For public housing, the music and acre. This music is potent, providing this motion. My vision is clear, and it's broader than oceans. The tears are falling, my future is gone. So I'ma be grinding, I won't do no stalling. Salute to the real, all my soldiers before me. I'm giving you my kind of story. My kind of story, babe. My kind of story, babe. My kind of story. My kind of story. My kind of story, babe.
The purpose of music is basically to give people like something to express themselves. Like music is like something that shows feeling. Like it's always some music that someone can always relate to.
I believe that the purpose of music is to make someone happy. Music puts you in your zone, you know what I mean? It puts you in an emotion that there is a better world out there, or there is some more to come and things like that. Artists create a voice for people that doesn't have one.
Basically, the purpose of music is to tell your story, and instead of like just writing it in a poem or something like that, you could just add music. So I think the purpose of music is like to show your feelings, express yourself, be creative.
Music shapes a young man by giving them the tools of what they think a man should be. Like if one person says this and they are credible to them, and then somebody hear it in the music, they be like, it must be true. So they only follow what their environment does, basically. To be honest, the music I listen to, I don't believe it. Like our music only motivates people to want to make money. It's not saying save the money, it's saying blow it all, do whatever you want, and then spend it on anything such as material things. Like people don't want to save money because of the simple fact, why save it when you could blow it all, basically. I feel like music influences so much because it strikes emotion. Like for a football team, anything that's loud and that could get people hyped, that's what people want to listen to. And the reason why it has that effect is because it makes you want to do something. Like everything makes you want, like Chief Keef, he make you want to just jump around and do whatever. Light Show, I listen to Light Show when I'm in the car because I like the bump, you know, want to hear the speakers jump and all that. But everything strikes emotion, so that's how it influences us so much.
For instance, like if Beyonce was to make a song about shaving her eyebrows, I believe somebody would go out there and shave their eyebrows. Like, I just think that's like, period. Like anything someone say in the song, people will go and do it.
And I feel like the generation isn't going in the best direction because it's so much wrong influence in music. Like people our age are really blessed to say that they smoke weed or they get drunk or they drink lean or, you know, they rob people or whatever, because that's some of the stuff that they hear in the music. So, I mean, it's not everybody, of course. It's just too many people that are wrongly influenced by certain music.
Yeah, but for some people, like, music can make you actually be more creative. And like, cause like, it depends on the type of music you listen to. And like for me, if I'm doing art and listen to like dubstep, it makes me actually work faster and think more of like stuff that, you know, that just, you know, pop up from my head.
Well, I think the artist that inspired this quote the most would be Tupac, because like it has more of like a sad, kind of like serious connotation to it, and that's the kind of artist Tupac was. He was like more like insight than he was, you know, like trap music like we was talking about. And like the roses, because I remember he wrote like a poem called like the rose that grew from the concrete or something like that, and that's what made me think of Tupac mostly. And the tears, like a lot of his music evoked emotion, and you know, like it was really powerful. So yeah.
And when I first saw this, I think her name is Janelle Monáe or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, Janelle Monáe.
Just because it's black and white in those.
Oh
what she
yeah, I
only
can
wears.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But I also think the X's kind of represent the Weeknd too, because I was like, when I was looking at this, I was just like, this is something I can imagine the Weeknd like put it on his album cover or something, because like the different roses and stuff, and the Weeknd really like goes into like passion, love,
and
all that.
randomness.
Yeah, randomness a lot.
So the pattern, they kind of weird because like polka dots, then you had these zigzags and what's that, arrows. So it can mean kind of almost a lot of stuff, like love, hate, confusion, soft-hearted and everything like that.
Different parts of a personality.
Yeah.
But the dress is great though. Like, what's up with that dress? What does that symbolize?
She's feeling like plain, like she just feel plain right now. Like she don't know what she's thinking about. She just look, you know, just look at her face.
Or maybe she's seen as a type of violent person or cold-hearted, but at the end of the day, she really does have love for everybody and herself.
So to me, this piece of art represents Taylor Swift because of what she's gone through. She sings songs that have to do with love, like Blank Space. And if you think about Cupid, if you think about love, you usually see an arrow in the heart, piercing the heart, and Cupid usually shoots the arrow into the heart. And so like when I see the heart separate from the arrows, that shows that somebody's searching for love and they don't have the love yet. And then the patterns symbolize what Taylor Swift has gone through, like all the different challenges, the heartbreaks. And then in love, usually you want to see like transparency. So the white background represents transparency.
When I see this art, I clearly see DC. Like the hearts are like, I guess, supposed to replace the 3 stars. And so when I think of DC, I think people like Wale or Light Show because they're from DC and they're both artists. And when I look at the heart, like I see like a camo type pattern in it, and that reminds me of war, which reminds me of like strife and like bloodshed. So like whoever this is supposed to represent must have went through a lot. And then the roses must mean like maybe they might have lost someone at some point.
So like I can't really pinpoint a certain artist because there's a lot of people out here that struggle and go through heartbreaks and struggles just period. And going back to the white background, I mean white normally represents purity and peace and stuff like that. So I think whoever this is representing went through a lot of stuff but still remained true to who they are and what they believe in no matter what they encountered.
I think that music can be considered a manly thing because like it's like almost half the world is made up of men, so it has to be men that can relate to what other male artists are saying. So I think music can be considered manly in that respect.
Yeah, I think music a manly thing too because most of the industry is men right now. And a lot of songs right now is rap. You don't really hear that many females rapping, it's like a couple of them. So yeah, it's masculine.
It's a lot of women that do a lot of stuff. Like, you must have forgot about Missy Elliott. Yeah, I think it's both women and men can do it. They both got talent. We all got talent, men and women. So yeah, it's a unisex thing.
But the only thing is that it is like it could be interchangeable. Like anybody can do anything as long as they practice it and perfect their craft. It doesn't have no gender to it, basically. Because men can sing, women can sing. I saw a female drummer play better than some of the drummers I ever seen. You feel me?
Well, I don't think if you rap, you are so called to be tough because, for instance, like you were saying, dude named Slim Jesus, he put a warning thing saying, props, this is not real. So, I mean, a lot of people out here right nowadays rap about them being real, but behind the scenes, they just the same person they was before they was rapping, so.
I feel like when a lot of those rappers put on that manly, mask, they put it on like a facade, so it's not real. So a lot of people want like stuff that's real and they can really relate to. And I feel like when you see rappers that have put out more sensitive music, it makes people respect them more because it shows them that they're not scared to break that stereotype of thinking that when you are a little sensitive that you like are weak or feminine or something. So.
When it comes to me, I don't think that the men that portray tough image are, more manlier than the ones that, are not. But when it comes to the people I've been around or the things I have seen people that of a man act more tougher. Oh yeah, that's my man, he real, he tired, that's how a man's supposed to be. But a man that sings is like, oh man, he weak, that's that gay stuff. To be honest, that's how people view it, Cause I tell you, like I've been around boys that listen to rap music and all that, and it's like that's how they portray it. It's like, oh yeah, if you rap tough and you go hard, I'm gonna respect you more than I respect the man that sings. But that's another stereotype. I believe that a man is a man no matter what. You can sing, you can rap, you can dance. A man, it's no definition to determine a man. It's your own definition of a man. If you feel that a man's supposed to be strong and willed and go get it, that's your definition. But if you believe that a man's supposed to be caring, not afraid to show their feelings, and brave enough to step in the stereotype, it's that. It all depends on the mentality of what the person beholding they brain.
I don't think like rapping makes you manlier. Most of the rappers out there, they kind of have something they're hiding from themselves, and they don't show their real selves. So basically, them rapping doesn't show all of it, unless they're tested, to show their true manhood.
Sherlock.
Magical.
Who told you to look up to video vixens and rappers who talk about selling drugs? I feel like you should have some type of morals. Like, yeah, I listen to trap music all day, but I'm not gonna actually take what they say to heart and like, maybe I should be a trapper. I feel like at the end of the day, it's what you think and like yourself, your morals. Like, you have to have some type of like wrong and right in there.
But
like,
you said earlier.
Real in the field, and they know that our passion is real. Given the circumstances, I gotta give me your meal. The people are watching, my back is the target. No matter the struggle, I know where I'm walking.